And that is why Marissa Tomei is the best thing to happen to Kodak Disc film. Dirtbag Press. Buy dirtbags for dirtbags. Oh, hey, boss. Yeah. No, what do you mean? Switching formats? Wait, discontinued? Since when? 1999? What? Internet? Internet? You mean I have to keep them busy? So how long exactly have you been here? Never mind. I'll tell you about my recent trip to San Francisco. How about that? Is that a good story? It's probably it's not as good as Kodak Disc film, but I guess it'll have to do. So we found ourselves at LAX around 5 a.m. And lucky for us, our gate number reminded us of a hilarious joke that'll definitely never be outdated. Okay, Grace, do the thing.
I cannot.
You gotta do it. You know you gotta wanna do it. And after we landed, I had to find the one thing that keeps me attached to this mortal coil. The nectar of the gods, the juice of the lords, the brown house kick to the face. Not a bad start to the day. It was all right. And they were also having a farmer's market nearby. And I proceeded to buy and eat an entire carton of strawberries, which I didn't film, but given what happened after I did that, it's probably better I didn't. Then we took a water plane, also known as a boat, across the bay, and we had a really good view of that bridge on the bay, whatever its name is, I forget.
We're on the boat.
What do you think about the boat? Beautiful. There's a good view behind. It's all right.
Oh God.
Well,
Let's have a little party.
what are you doing?
Taking a picture.
That's not allowed. You're not supposed to do that. And then Chinatown was the next stop for us. There's lots of vibrant colors, activity. Our friend Soupy even managed to score a lens that's about the size of 2 fully grown toddlers, which, now that I say that out loud, it really doesn't make sense. So, yep, I guess San Francisco is just full of surprises. So, I guess that's not what we think it is.
Oh.
It's a sweet potato.
It's
a sweet potato, I know. I don't want a little taste.
I don't want to.
We then took one of the streetcars, which I lovingly dubbed Quick Velveeta, and made our way to the finest eating establishment in all the land, which I didn't even eat at. I just wanted to bask in its wonderful glory. Wow. We then found ourselves at Pier 39 to spot the seals, also known as watery good boys, and they were a total vibe. And that vibe was brought down a couple pegs after we found ourselves in this like vintage arcade, or as I like to call it, the Museum of Horrendous Torture, just full of some of the creepiest shit you've ever seen. Yeah, no. And also a lot of these weird like porno boxes from the 20s or whenever. And it was something. Is this story grabbing you yet for the paper? Yeah. Yeah. I bet you're really sad we're not talking about Kodak Disc film, huh? Yeah. But I will say torture soon turned into treasure because I stumbled upon a glorious landmark that only true connoisseurs of the cinema will recognize. So I don't have a lot of time, but I had to get it on camera. The pilgrimage, we finally made it. The legendary Pizza Zone. owned by San Francisco very own Tommy Wiseau of the room.
Great, everyone.
Dang. Greg just knows.
Instagram time. Wait, oh my God, yes, love it. Oh wait, Grace, let's go. We gotta get the thing.
Last shot.
Yeah, okay, bye. And then about 8 hours and 20,000 steps later, we made our way over to the Beers and Cameras and Darkroom event with about 500 of our closest friends. This was a super fun event with a lot of nice people who I'm sure loved to hear all the off-color jokes that I brought to the table. But unfortunately, we weren't able to stick around and participate in the best part of the night, getting shit-faced drunk with all of the photographers. Because we had a plane to catch, and let's be honest, I'm better in small doses. I guess it'd be a good idea to talk about the gear I was using, maybe. So I brought with me the Nikon Z8, which is not normally a camera I use for street photography, but it did the job just fine. It's clearly a sturdy camera, robust, made for professional work. And shooting on the manual lens definitely helped. I was using a 50mm Canon lens. I definitely missed a lot of the tactile experience that I get with something like the Nikon ZF, which is my normal go-to for something like this. It just felt like a lot of overkill for the situation, if I'm being honest. All in all, this trip was a blast, and congrats to our friend Alex, who actually won a 35mm lens for his Leica camera, so that was pretty sweet. Thanks to Beers and Cameras and the Darkroom for putting this event on. It was super fun. It was a little crazy flying in and out of San Francisco the same day, but you know, as the French say, just do it.